Rachel.
Rachel? That's him! I told you! Who is this Rachel?
My fiancée.
Ah, your fiancée!
When I'm with her, I just don't know how to talk. I act dumb.
Dumb?
I sit there like an idiot, sometimes all night. I'm ashamed of myself.
Ashamed of what?
I have everything. That's what everybody tells me. A good business, a good life. But the truth is, I'm very uncertain. You've convinced me the marriage won't last.
I didn't say that.
You read those statistics.
And that was an optimistic view, I'm told.
Look, I'll pay you handsomely.
For what?
Write letters for me.
Love letters?
Yes.
How passionate would you want them to be?
As passionate as we could make them.
I can get pretty passionate.
Hold nothing
They're
back.
serious about this.
I feel as if you've dropped from heaven.
I may have.
We'll have a contract between
No,
us.
it's not necessary. We're honorable men. A handshake is enough. Did you hear? Of course you did. What an opportunity. A letter writer for Johnson. I'm so excited that I can hardly stand still. I want to tell the world. At least write a letter to the Daily Fuller. Dear editor, my name is Schmolik. Perhaps you have heard of me. I'm a professional letter writer. I've traveled great distances. I've experienced some extraordinary things. I'm a simple man with a simple task. But sometimes circumstances are such that you must go to extremes to achieve that, which is important. That time is now. I'm about to change my fortune. If you haven't heard of me, you will soon. Yours humbly.
This is your study.
My study.
You can work here.
You're letting me work.
If you need food or drink or anything, just ring. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Well, go on.
What?
Right.
Ah. I can't write with you standing there.
Sorry, I'll come back later.
How shall I begin? My darling Rachel, I love you, Schmolik. No, that wouldn't do. I must keep my wits about myself. Write what's important, right through the night. The next day, Jonathan Johnson.
Yes,
It's finished.
read it.
Maybe it would be better if you read it yourself.
You read it.
My dear, wise, beautiful, and beloved Rachel.
I like that.
There's so much I have to say to you, so much that has been left unspoken.
Yes.
First, I must confess, I'm a miserable, unworthy creature.
Miserable, unworthy?
Oh, perhaps you'll sit.
I'm fine.
Why you want me, what you see in me, perplexes me. If I were you and you were me, I would never want such a man as myself, someone stupid and insensitive. Oh, this approach has worked before. Shall I continue?
Yes.
I am handsome, strong, and rich.
That's good.
But what does it matter? What are good looks? What is wealth? The real me, the true me, is a coward and a cheat. My thoughts are vile. Oh, this is not this one. That you would even look at me, that you would even think of me, that you would so much as call me your husband, when there are so many better men, real men, men deserving of you, amazes me.
It's strong.
I'm a professional. There's more.
More?
I have a yearning in me to sell my wretched business.
Sell it?
Become poor. A wanderer, a poet.
A poet.
Yours dying with love, Jonathan. I must say so myself. I'm very proud of this letter. Shall I send it? Well, you.
I'll send it.
You look worried.
No,
You should be pleased.
I am.
If you want, I'll destroy you.
No! It's a good letter.
I know what you're thinking. But you must understand my position. He could have anyone. But for me, this is life.
A letter's come, Rachel! I believe so.
Oh, what is that?
It feels like I'm holding a bomb.
Read it!
How would you read it?
Oh. My dearest Jonathan. I never would have expected such a letter from one so established in the world.
She never would have expected it.
Most women would have been outraged by such an outpouring.
Outraged?
Most women would have been broken off with you.
I knew it!
But I am not most women. Your letter only makes me love you all the more. Love you all the more? What?
Read on!
Your gorgeous words have inspired me to speak my own mind, reveal my own heart.
This isn't what I expected.
Who can predict a woman's mind? Jonathan, I adore your letter.
She adores it.
I feel you have released passion in me.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! How glorious it is to know there is one who is fine and true, wise and good. And you, my darling, that's one. Let me know what you're reading and what books you recommend.
Books! Surely books!
I remain your beloved fiancée, Rachel.
What books do I read? What do I recommend? Shimoni, my dear friend, did you ever expect this?
No.
Read it again!
Read it yourself.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Are you upset?
No.
So what is it?
I didn't like the letter.
Not like it, but it was a beautiful letter.
It made me uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
You'll have to be stronger in our next letter.
Stronger? How?
I don't know. We'll have to test her.
Test her? I want to love her.
Am I or am I not your letter writer?
You are.
I told you this. I've only touched the tip of the iceberg. So, I wrote another letter. You wish to hear it?
Yes.
You may not like it.
If you wrote it, I like it.
You trust me?
I do. I've begun to think of you not only as a letter writer, but as a friend.
No, don't think of me as a friend. It's not healthy.
What do you mean, not healthy?
Business must be kept business. If I think of you as a friend, I won't be able to write.
I understand. So, let's hear what you've written.
My life, my soul, my paradise.
Nice!
Are you sure it's me you love? Are you sure it's not someone else? Someone more worthy, perhaps?
Well, why not?
Yes, why not? Now we get the letter strung. Are you ready?
Yes.
I am truly worthless.
I like that!
I have lied. I have cheated. I have whored.
Word?
Have you?
Never.
You're certain.
Positive?
Not even in thought.
There are some thoughts.
Then we must reveal them. You have whored.
In a manner of speaking.
That's the manner I'm speaking with. I advise you to forget me. In fact, if you should decide to break our engagement, I would understand. Your devoted lover, Jonathan.
If you should decide to break our engagement, I would understand. Your devoted lover, Jonathan.
Oh, he writes a fantastic letter, doesn't he? How shall I answer him? What shall I say? Oh, I feel so flushed, so hot. Dear Jonathan. In the morning? Yes. I'll get up early, then it'll come to me. I must sleep now. Bela! Bela! I'm very happy. Are you happy for me?
Does it matter?
Oh, it matters. Of course it matters.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, I feel so selfish. I have Jonathan. And what do you have?
I have my teacher.
Oh, you'll find someone someday. If only what? You're so hard sometimes. I love you, Layla. You're my sister, and I love you. But sometimes you're very hard.
Good night.
Oh, good night. Good night.
These decorations only make me love you all the more. Your very name sets my body aflame. I love you, Rachel.
I could kiss you, Smolnik! Come, I'll take you to dinner. We'll celebrate, the two of us.
I can't.
Why not? Come, I'll take you to Delmonico's. You'll have a charcoal broiled steak, strawberries and cream.
Not tonight, I have things to do.
Are you sure?
Positive.
I wish you to come.
Next time.
Well, I know you think it's wrong we be friends, but tonight I feel very close to you.
And are you?
You know, sometimes lately when I look at myself, I see a different man. Good night.
Night. Everything I say seems to fascinate her. I must simply stop writing letters. I'll quit. But I can't. I don't. I write 2-3 letters a day. I say wild things, intimate things. What is my hardest thought? An absurd idea. I remember a story about a young man in love with a widow. Nightly, he would appear before her naked in the guise of a demon and take her by force. He did this night after night until the frightened woman fell so hopelessly in love with him. Horse plunged. I clung to fire escape from Rachel's tent and enter her window. I stand there scarcely breathing. Rachel!
Who are you?
A demon! It's happened just like in the story.
What do you intend to do?
I am going to ravish you!
Smolnik, is that you?
Bill, oh my God.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
This is my room.
Your room?
And where are your clothes?
My clothes? Oh, I was
What?
robbed.
Robbed?
Yes, and beaten. I'm alright now. I'm sorry about this. Good night. What?
There's something like this is discharged.
No, we have nothing to say to one another. I'm sorry I interrupted your sleep.
Oh, I didn't come here for me.
It was a mistake. I was looking for Rachel.
Rachel? Megan? What's the matter with you? Smolnik, you're gonna get arrested for that.
I know.
You lost her with a temperature?
It's...
You get cold like that. Come here.
No.
Come here. Put this around you. I have a confession.
About what?
I'd never seen a naked man before.
Really? Never? Was it a shock?
Yes.
Did I disgust you?
No, no.
Oh, I'm not really a good example, you know.
Why? You're not normal?
Oh, I'm normal, but I don't want you to come to any conclusion about Ahmed by the likes of me. Can you get that for me?
I never did that. It's crazy, you know? We make so much over the body. It's quite beautiful.
Oh, you embarrass me, Bella.
I don't mean to.
Does Rachel ever talk about me?
Sometimes I shouldn't tell you this.
What?
She misses your walk.
Really? She told you that?
Yes.
She misses my walk.
She thinks you have a sweet voice.
I'd love to sing to her again.
Well, do it.
What would your father say?
He'd say, I'll kill you with my own bare hands.
Does Rachel's lover sing to her?
Rachel's lover, as they call him, is occupied with other things.
Like what?
He writes letters to her.
Letters?
It's really quite amazing.
You have read his letters?
He allowed me to read a few.
What does he say?
It's very passionate.
About what?
Life, books, everything. He tells her his view of the world.
He has a view of the world?
It's remarkable. To look at him, you wouldn't think he had a thought in his head. But behind that handsome face, there's every feeling imaginable.
Well, I better go.
Good night.
You should get yourself a man.
What for?
A man could comfort you.
What? Who thinks to think I'm in need of comfort?
Everyone's in need of comfort. A woman shouldn't struggle so.
You think I struggle?
I've been to your school. I know what you go through.
And we didn't then make my students pay attention? We didn't then lessen the injustices of the world?
I used to think it was your plain looks that you made you disagreeable. But you're not bad looking.
Thank you.
In fact, you're attractive. In a very, well, solemn sort of way. It's your spirit that colors you.
My spirit.
It's, bitter and cold.
It's almost morning. I think you ought to go now.
I hope I haven't upset you.
You barged in here naked in the middle of the night. Tell me I have a cold spirit, and I hope you haven't upset me. You'll be pleased to know the school is closed.
Closed?
They took my cellar from me. Are you satisfied?
No.
It was ugly. But I loved it.
Of course you did. I'll find another school for you.
Don't find me anything. Just go.
You may not believe this,
Believe what?
but I enjoy talking to you.
To hear Rachel.
No, it's more than that. You're very intelligent.
Wasting the women. Intelligence.
Oh my God, how does one talk to you?
With the kindness and the respect.
Perhaps we could, go dancing some night.
Dancing? Why?
I don't know, it could be fun.
Fun. Fun. I don't want fun. I'm tired of being used to answer questions about Rachel.
No, I wouldn't do that. We'll just go dancing. Good night. It's the day of the street fair. I was walking around and looking for a schoolroom. You'd be amazed to know the number of abandoned buildings there are. All of them very anxious to become new schoolrooms. It doesn't take much. An old brick wall, a scrub brush, a little paint, a little imagination. That's all.
I said I didn't want your help.
I just asked about it. It's a possibility, that's all. You're wearing your dancing shoes?
Yes.
Good. Dance with me.
Oh,
I know.
I'm clumsy.
I'm not exactly a swan myself. Dance with me. Good.
I feel like a fool.
Who's looking? My mother taught me this. She was a wonderful dancer. We did stop in villages and dance.
And you threw money?
Yes, they did, as a matter of fact.
Schmolnik?
Rachel?
Jonathan Taylor?
What a surprise!
You know each other?
Yes, you know him too?
We come from the same village, don't we, Schmolnik?
Yes.
Oh, Jonathan and I are celebrating.
We are to be married in a week! Isn't that wonderful?
In a
Will you
week?
come to the wedding, Schmolnik?
Of course he'll come.
Dance with my sister, Jonathan, and I'll dance with Schmolnik.
Bela,
Not congratulating me.
Congratulations.
So, you know Jonathan?
I've done some work for him.
He's a wonderful man, isn't he?
Yes.
Oh, Schmolnik, be happy for me. It never could have given you to me.
Why not?
I don't love you.
Oh, you just think you don't. If you knew me, if you knew what went on inside
I
me.
hope you'll sing at my wedding. Goodbye.
Dear Rachel, I hate this world. I hate its hollow promises, its empty dreams, its stray reality, and most of all, I hate its lies. No one speaks the truth. No one says what he feels. Everyone plays a game, and the game is killing me. I must be the most miserable man on earth. Dear Rachel, there's so much you don't understand about me. That is why I question our union. Naturally, I'm happy when I'm with you. I couldn't be anything else. But when I'm away from you, when I'm confronted with the
Schmolnik! Stop these letters.
Jonathan?
Stop them.
Why?
They are hurting Rachel.
Hurting her?
She is confused by them.
But they're honest.
For you, maybe. Not for me.
You didn't think that way a week ago.
I feel that way now. I'm satisfied, Schmolnik.
Thanks to me.
Yes. But no more letters.
I'll finish this one.
No! No more. I'm sorry. But your services are no longer needed.
How can you live like this? Neglecting everything? Your life is falling apart. You could have been a rich man by now, Schmolnik.
You're not exactly sitting on top of the world.
I have no complaints.
Well, neither do I.
Are you coming to the wedding?
I don't think so.
I'm not.
Because it would be too painful.
Rachel expects you.
Does she?
For once in your life. Be a man, Schmolnik.
Dear Rachel, there are things I have never said, but now I must confess everything. All those letters you thought came from me were in fact written by another. Were written by another. Have you not guessed? Could you not tell who wrote those letters? Who's the man who loved you more than the life itself? Think, Rachel, think! What man follows you around the world? Say his name. Rachel, say it! Shimonek! Yes. I could never let a lie stand between us. That Shimonek loves you. That you are his whole world, I confess. I hope this knowledge will not greatly change things between us. Yours, Jonathan. You! Bring this the wedding party. And hurry.
Yes, sir.
It's done. The letter is sent. I will attend the wedding. It'll be like attending my own funeral. But it's better than just staying here. I'll make my farewell. Cover my bitterness, my disappointment. Put a smile on my face.
Relatives and friends, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome!
I can't really blame him.
It was a mixture of sadness and joy that a father said goodbye to his daughter.
Goodbye, my love.
For a father knows that he's losing a part of himself. Still, I couldn't be happier in my daughter's choice. And it is with great pride and love that press this union.
My life is over. I wonder why I just don't collapse and die.
My sister's a mess.
What's that?
My sister's a mess.
How can you say such a thing?
I can say what I want. My sister's a mess. Jonathan is wasting himself.
You're just jealous.
Jealous of what? I do never want to be her.
You never could be. She's perfect.
It's all perfect.
It's quite an effect.
It's for the mother women.
She's as natural as today. If there's any house, it's Jonathan.
Jonathan is a genius.
A genius?
He's dear.
As a piece of paper.
You know nothing about him. Read his letters.
I have.
You've read his letters?
Every word.
Then you know he's brilliant.
He's a dumber.
A dumber?
A simpleton. A fool.
I'm not apologizing.
I didn't expect you to.
You forced me to do that.
I'll try not to force you again.
You say stupid things.
I say what I know. You want to read letters? Read Rachel's letters.
Rachel's letters.
She writes an extraordinary letter.
Rachel's an ignoramus.
She's brilliant. Her letters ought to be published.
Published. For the love of God, seek and bury, return
Her
me.
letters to Jonathan
Were written by me.
By you?
Every word. sentiment came from me.
You wrote her letters?
Yes.
That's terrible.
I stayed up late every night, hoping to think what Rachel might say, what Rachel might feel. Reveal my love, as if I were Rachel. It was pathetic, shameless even. I should have stopped writing after the first letter, but I couldn't. Everything Jonathan said touched me, moved me. I fell in love with the man who wrote those letters.
You fell in love with him?
It's absurd. Go on, laugh at me.
No, I wouldn't do that.
My heart is breaking for him.
Shall I tell her? Dear Rachel, I am ready at a moment's notice to sacrifice my life for you. But I am unworthy.
What did you say?
I am unworthy.
You wrote his letters?
You said he wasn't too smart. I offered my services.
You wrote his letters?
I'm a letter writer.
You're the sample!
Yes.
You're Jonathan?
You're Rachel?
Quiet, everyone! Quiet! Your attention, please. My daughter wishes to say a few words.
I want to thank you all for being here. And now, I wish to read this letter from Jonathan. The
Letter?
last letter he sent me while he was still a single man. Dear Rachel, there are things I have never said, but now I must confess everything. All those letters you thought came from me were in fact...
Stop! Look!
Simone!
What was I doing here?
I give her my blessing. Here! I'll show you a piece of magic. I have this letter before. I'll never do it.
Your letter.
Flower, let your power shine. Shed a light on my way. Hey, come on. Perhaps I need your assistance in this. May I have your hands? Squeeze it tight. Yes, good. I wave my hand over it, say the magic words, and behold. Flower, let your power shine. Shed a light on my way. A flower! Rachel, love Jonathan. Jonathan, love Rachel. You're very well suited. Everyone, enjoy yourselves. Sir, you'll be pleased to know I've turned my attention elsewhere. We may have another problem, but we can talk about that some other time. My dear friends, I call you friends, for I feel we know each other now. Have you ever had a dream in which someone you didn't quite know, someone you never quite saw, appeared to you in the form of a lover? It's not a dream you can easily forget. Afterwards, nothing is quite the same. The world never again seems as it once did. What you couldn't see is suddenly as clear as daylight. and there's an inexplicable joy in your heart. And everything else disappears. Rachel and Jonathan disappear. America disappear. There's only May I have this dance?
I'm clumsy.
You're beautiful.
I'm not beautiful.
You are. You're quite the most beautiful person I've ever seen. Look at me.
No.
Look at me, Fela. You're very beautiful.
Shimon,
I must tell you about myself. I haven't any credentials. I don't know my lineage. Even my name is suspect. My mother was a traveling woman. But if you could, someday at least, think of me with kindness.
I've always thought of you with a kindness.
And passion?
That too.
Then it's all been said. Violins play. Trumpets blare. Flutes ring. The glitter lifts from my soul. And I sing my waltz. And this time, by God's will, I sing it to the person for whom it is truly intended. Living in the world, I was looking for my word. Then I found a place where I can sing a song. So these words for you, for my happiness, for my life. Living in the world, I was looking for my word, and I found a place where